Nice work, leader.
Ooh. Ooh. Suddenly TV. Who's TV? Where did they get that feed? That was like up in the air. Oh. What? Wait, they're listing the character names. Is someone watching this that's not me? This isn't like even a fake out credits. They're just showing the character names. This is like an in-universe credits. And Yuna's like slightly farther away from the rest of them. Oh my goodness, Noelle's name is glitchy, just like the freaking Trails from Zero. Oh my goodness. I love the call outs in my playthrough. Newell, I saw Newell there. Her name's Newell now. What? After 3.5 months, the IDF's occupation of Crossbow following the war came to an end with a minimal bloodshed. Whatever they did there, I don't know. Outside of like someone's watching, which I guess Ouroboros would be the one, right? I mean, who else? Someone's watching. It's got my mind racing though. That is a good. You give a fun little fan service. It's like a little thematic sequel. I was gonna say this before. I really like sequels, sort of epilogue stories. Persona does this really well with a few of its games, at least. Like Persona 4, they had the Dancing All Night game, which, while silly as a concept, the actual story was quite good as like an almost like epilogue story. It was its own independent story, but it was like a follow-up thematically to like the original game, the original story. And it was a really like fun. It was like a fun story on that basis. And I haven't finished it, but I'm getting the same feels from like Persona 5 Scramble too, as I've been going through that. Where like you sort of like you don't like put the stakes in the story set up as like a proper sequel. You like set it up as sort of like a minor side story that like happens afterwards and continues the thematic themes as a way to be like go fan service back the themes. And I felt like they did that with this whole like liberation thing. That was quite fun. It's a nice way to harken back to it. And I'm surprised they like did a liberation story so simply. Especially considering I thought that like there's arcs for these. And as soon as they introduced the idea of like a liberation being needed, I guess my mind jumped to the idea that that would be their story. Instead, that's the just a little prologue section apparently. I guess more liberation. I guess more occupations could happen. Maybe. But that's really interesting. It was almost like a TV feed. And then like you get through that sort of like thematic, sort of like they set it sort of on the nose in terms of them saying it outright, which is fine. And now you have this sort of like pull me in with whatever the hell that was. Yes. The perpetrators were briefly held in Crossbow before being transferred to Oryx Fort in the Croissant province. There, they would join their own leader, former Governor General Rufus Alberea himself. Not long after Crossbow was liberated, the SSS and company were invited to Prince Oliver's wedding ceremony. Oh, okay, so technically that hadn't happened yet. Cool. They reunited with their friends from Erebonia and were praised by the prince for their efforts in freeing Crossbell. For such a happy background image, for such a happy background image, the music is very sort of disconcerting. Especially the sort of, it's almost like a typewriter. It's very deliberate. It's like a typewriter, like someone's writing something out. Like how it's phrased makes it written almost like it's a report, right? But on the world stage, the crisis in Crossbell only served to draw the region's problematic political standing into focus once more. So it was that, with the power vested in the holy city of Arteria, together with the support of the Burl, Remiferia, and even Erebonia and Calvard, that it came time to turn a new page in Crossbell's history. The pride the region was stripped of following its failed bid for independence 3 years ago would be restored, and Crossbell would once again be recognized as a fully independent state. Until the next war. That concludes all available records on the events of Crossbell following the war. Okay. All the preceding were within the margin of error of predictions made in the first place. Advancing to the second phase will officially set the core of this project into motion. Interesting. Are you sure you wish to activate Project Babel? Okay. Hot fucking damn. I don't know where I'm going to be cutting off episodes, but Project Babel. It sounds familiar. I've heard the word Babel before. I guess the vibes I got were the Black Records. That was their name, right? That's the vibe I was originally getting from what they just produced there, in terms of the idea of a record that had been sort of predicted and whatnot, because it talked about predictions, so I was sort of getting that vibe from it. Okay. Well, very interesting. They're clearly giving it the framing of something brand new and interesting, at the very least. So, yeah, we'll jump into that. We'll jump into that indeed. Okay, continuing on. Yeah, I'm not going to stop the recording just because it's day 1. I am too curious as to how they're... Okay, so we're still... that framing device is very intriguing, but we're still going to do it from their perspective. We're not switching perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, our day in the sun has finally arrived.
So you say. I guess I was wondering if they because I know there's an original character route, so I was wondering if they might switch to people that has to do with whatever that computer was. That would be interesting, at least.
And I, Grace Lynn of the Crossbell Times, am here to make sure you don't miss a moment of this monumental occasion. At 2 p.m. today, the signing ceremony for Crossbell's independence will take place in this very spot. What you are about to witness is going to be historic, not just for Crossbell, but for this whole continent. Let's get some live reactions from folks on the street.
To tell you the truth, I never dreamed we would achieve independence again quite like this. It's been 2 years since we came under Erebonian control. 2 years that dragged on, yet flew by at the same time. I struggle to describe just how moved I am when I acknowledge that we are about to finally achieve our long-cherished desire. Now, if everyone would join me.
Wait, you're in an interview. What are you...
3 cheers for Crossbell!
I think that's the right answer.
Nervous is the short answer. We're all really busy trying to ensure everything goes ahead smoothly. It's incredible to think that everything we fought for is about to pay off. But I can't imagine we would have gotten this far if not for the efforts of the Special Support Section. As a fellow police officer, I'm beyond proud of them for all they've done for us.
Yeah, the You guys are Crossbell's heroes!
Oh, wait, he's still here? Oh, wasn't he like a spy or something? It's been a while.
Look, Speaker McDowell has arrived on the scene. Mr. Speaker, could you please tell us how you're feeling with the ceremony about to begin? I'd love to hear about the relationship between your beautiful secretary and the leader of the SSS while you're at it.
Appropriate.
Reese.
Not you again. The speaker is a busy man, you know.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I chose not her.
Now, I see no harm in giving her a little of my time.
Goddamn it, Game Series, you gave me the option.
Crossbell can only take this momentous step forward thanks to the help of all who live here and our many neighbors. As both a government official and as a fellow citizen of this great state, I am deeply grateful to all who supported us. I hope that you will continue to watch over us as we walk toward our new future hand in hand.
Lloyd's wrote Act 1, signing ceremony. Okay, interesting.
The day is finally here, Guy. I know it took us a while. But peace in Crossbell is finally within reach. Though, this will probably be where the real hard work begins.
Hard's got nothing on us. So long as we're together, everything's gonna be easy breezy. You guys already put in 100%, and I plan on doing the same.
$110 is more like it. And you can always count on me for support. Watch over us, Guy, Lloyd, and all of Crossbell.
All right. I think it's time we got going. You and Kia both have things on the to-do list today, don't you?
That's right. I was thinking of checking in on Elia. It's only been a month since she finished rehab, and she's already got her engines running at full blast.
I'd be more worried if she wasn't doing that. But yeah, I'm meeting Shizuku at the guild.
Oh yeah. She's back home after evacuating to Reverie. Well, I'm on patrol before the signing ceremony begins, so I'll pop by to say hey when I'm close, okay?
That works for me. I'll see you in a bit.
Bye!
Okay. So we're just peaceful days.
We'll finally be independent.
Yay! So this is my excuse to go around and talk to everyone, I assume? Patrol, right?
Whatever work I have to put in to keep it that way will be worth every second. I'm here, now and always, as a detective and a proud member of the SSS.
Aha, there you are.
Lloyd!
Hey!
Yeah, I haven't seen you two in a longest time. Yes, Noelle was her name! Not spelled that way, though. I think it has more of a glitchy spelling, if I remember correctly.
So, Noelle, Wazzy, what brings you here?
I'm handling security detail. Kia was just here, right? I bumped into her at the signing ceremony site, and she said where she'd be going.
And I've only been dragged here because Archbishop Aralda will be present. This is all unusual, even by the church's standards, so they needed more bodies to make the arrangements less hectic.
Ah, come on. Don't act like you're just anyone.
Feels like it's been a whole lifetime since we've gotten a chance to talk, huh? But it's only been a month since the operation. We did meet up at the prince's wedding, but it got so busy after that we haven't had a chance to really sit down.
And all my running in and out of Arterias made me miss just being here. So, you know, it's nice to be home.
Hasn't been the same without you, Wazzy. Seriously, way to go, Noelle. Security detail for this is no small task.
Thanks. Couldn't manage it without you and the rest of the team, though.
Oh, and suddenly no. Okay. Does that about cover your plans until the ceremony starts then? My end of the work has all but wrapped up, so I was just going to roam for a bit. Oh, I've got an idea. Since you're on patrol duty anyway, Lloyd. What if we made the most of meeting up like this and scoped out the city together? Well, that sounds great. As long as you know I'm on the job, we can't goof off or anything. I figured. It's going to be a nice little nostalgia bomb for me to do some SSS-related work. It'll serve as a nice change of pace for me, so why not? Alright then, let's hit the streets. My only planned stops are to see Kia and Cecil, but it'll be nice if we could talk to Ellie, since I'm sure she's hard at work. And Rixa, and Tia, and Randy. I will say this. I will say this, though. If they were going to write Lloyd being like... I know they're... I assume they're more just making jokes because Falcom loves their, like, romance jokes, like... But if they were going to do that, it would have been more interesting for them to basically... I think it would have been more... If they weren't going to give you the option to, like, pick one and have some variance based on that, I would have preferred if they would have just made it so that, like, they don't acknowledge it. And you just sort of assume whatever's happening is happening in the background, right? Sure, now let's get moving. We can figure out where to go first along the way. Yay! Okay, so everything works. If no costume has been selected, the character's outfit will change automatically over the course of the story. Outfits relevant to certain scenes, however, will take priority over equipped costumes. Ooh, that's probably a good call. And it's been a while. Wazzy and Noelle. So you gave me a costume for her? Sans hat? No, never. I love her hat. She does have a nice hat. Speaking of which, does that mean I can open all this shit now? Yes, okay. Cannot open until playing requirements have been met. Unlock it via the Sporting Zone in Reverie Garden. Well, that's a loaded phrase. Ellie's Crossbow Queen outfit? What? Not here, not here. I don't know who those names don't even make sense to me. Who's Lapis and Nadia? Either way, let's do the normal thing and check out that shit. Hey, look how basic it is. How appropriate. That is sporty and appropriate for her, too. Did we get swimsuits? I know Wazzy and Noelle, I don't think they were in Cold Steel 4 at all, right? I think they were mentioned, but they didn't, like, show up modeled and stuff like that. Also very appropriate. Oh, did they get, like, Oh, because we had beach stuff back in, the Crossbow games, right? Are these the same ones, maybe? I don't know. They like their asynchronous swimsuits, don't they? I'm not gonna say it looks bad. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Okay. Old school tier. Oh. So before she got her, like, why did she have that other look? The like, sort of breastplate there is actually really classic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that. I'd actually probably prefer that coloration, but given, like, the, like, little breastplate thing, because that's, like, very classic to her. Crossbow Queen. Okay, that is not the direction I expected for that. Is that, like, moto racing? I think I see, like, checkboard pattern. Coming out of her pants. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna ignore that for now. For better or for worse. I'm not saying it's bad, by the way. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. Man, I wonder how much more of Crossbow they modeled for this. Like, right now, it does feel like the game is just an excuse to, like, visit all the Crossbell stuff they never did in 3D before, between people and places. Oh, I remember this. Ah, damn, it's been a while.
Fancy running into you here, Father Wazi. And you brought a couple of friends in tow.
Oh, I thought she looked familiar.
Oh, hey, Scarlet.
Wasn't she, Oh, is this just like where she ended up? Is she who I'm remembering? She was S from the Liberation Front. Or no, was it Liberate? From the terrorist group in Arabonia. And I thought, I thought she was like I thought she was previously a member of the church. I mean, obviously she is currently, but I think that's her.
If I remember correctly, she's...
Indeed. As you can see, I've managed to sneak away from my duties long enough for a hot date with my boy toy here.
Oh my fucking yes, let's do this.
We'll be patrolling the city, so I leave the rest of our work in your capable hands.
Can you not say things that'll confuse her?
Confuse? I think she'll get it entirely, and she'll be completely right.
You're the squire who helped us in the operation, right? Thank you so much.
We didn't have much time for introductions then, did we? Still, I've heard plenty about you. They weren't kidding about how cute you are.
Did you hear that from Wazi? Or no? Well, actually, this is like a fun little... We just need to get Rixie involved. I gotta be honest, like the original three, Ellie, Randy, Tio, with Lloyd, I see them more like family, and then when we get into like Wazi, Noel, and Rickshaw, I'm a bit more open to the idea of like a romantic sort of thing going. That would be a fantastic, just like foursome. Who cares about like monogamy? Come on.
Scarlet?
I'm just messing with you. Catch you later.
I think she's who I'm thinking of. She looks very different. Oh wow, that even made my heart skip a beat. Oh, why? I don't think I've ever met a sister with an eye patch before. Makes her look like she could hold her own in a fight, though. She's one of our newest squires, joined about the same time as Vald, as it happens. She used to be with a terrorist organization in the Empire, even crossed paths with Thor's old Class 7, if I recall. Still, she's got a great head on her shoulders. Okay, so she's who I'm thinking of. Talk about a complete 180. Then again, I'm not sure what's harder, working with terrorists or working under you. She seems to be enjoying her work quite a bit, I'll have you know. Now then, with my remaining work delegated, why don't we continue into the city? Roger that. Yep. The normal. Yep. All that fun stuff. Oh, Sister Reese was kind enough to write a letter to the cathedral recently. She apologized for being unable to make it to the signing ceremony, but congratulated Crossbow on regaining its independence. No! She's like my favorite church character. Oh. I wait for the day that they'll bring her back. You make this fucking... even though I'm not like a massive fan of Sky the Third through that, I actually do like her. Like relative to everything else, I'm not a massive fan. I do really like her as a character. That's basically the game telling me that she's not going to show up in any form, right? Seems like a fair way to take it. You're looking more rugged since the last time I saw you. You're hardly the same boy I once knew. Thanks, I guess. I'll take your word for it. Alright, the sister's the one who taught you and Ellie when you were in Sunday school, isn't she? I'm a little envious how close you still are, even after all this time. Yeah, but it's a little embarrassing to be doted on after so long. Anyway, how are you doing, Sister Marble? Has everything been well at the cathedral? Why yes, things have been peaceful here over the last month. Many of the children of the former downtown district have taken a liking to attending class at the cathedral. Kia seems to be loving just how many new classmates she has. Oh, okay. Have the kids listen to the ceremony. Interesting. Okay, so they, they managed to bring in all the like poor sector kids and be like part of the to be part of the actual education system. It's sort of weird that they weren't before, but you know. How nice of you all to visit. Here for a friendly chat? Something like that. We were a little curious. The Hemisphere, welcome back. I see you've left the event arrangements in the hands of your squires. I hope that doesn't mean you intend to neglect your duties while in Crossbell. Have a little more faith in me. I am definitely going to neglect my duties. Have a little bit more faith in my ability to do that. The Congregation for the Sacraments tasked me with verifying the state of things now that the Great Twilight has passed. The details of that investigation are on a need-to-know basis, and, well, you know the drill. What? Z? Couldn't you have said that a little bit more courteously? Man, that sure is an attitude to take with the Archbishop of all people. I'm not. I've accepted there are some workings of the goddess that only the Grosbetter are meant to understand. Meant to is one way to phrase it. Allowing you back to Crossbell was a decision based on our preventative action. However, that doesn't excuse those from the congregation who would do inhumane things in the name of keeping secrecy. They even appear open to accepting common street punks into their ranks. That last one felt pointed. Ooh, you wound me, Archbishop. Love anyone on our little motley crew is a troublemaker, it's me. I did have a little oopsie a few weeks ago that Vald got on my case for. I can vouch for that. You're a real headache to look after. Though I'm not worried about today with Second Lieutenant Secret babysitting you. You had better not cause her any trouble, am I understood? Can't even imagine what it must be like to work under him. Abbess, Vald, Scarlet, each one of them are saints. Maybe that just makes them the most qualified. Oh my goodness, they're giving me the main mountain path to go.
No reason to go up this way toward mines.
You don't need to go far in for monsters, though. A ton have been spotted along here recently, so keep an eye out.
Will do. We wouldn't want to spoil the big day with a few careless injuries now, would we?
Wait. Are you telling me that Mainz, like, this town that I, like, know the name on the back, like, the back of my hand, on the basis of, like, it has a theme that I absolutely love in the series, particularly, like, the evolution version of it, because it, like, it has a really good drum beat to it. Are you telling me Mainz was always pronounced mines as a pun?
Now then.
Yeah, now then. Life.
There!
Oh,
here's
that
our
went
shot.
a distance. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're just gonna do this now then if we're gonna be playing this game.
Sapphire seal of mine shining from the abyss. Bolster this arm with the strength of a giant! Crush! Akashic arm!
Okay, if I remember her, like, art before, it involved the car.
I'm going full throttle! 0 to 60! Ha! Wild Stampede! And here's the finisher!
I think that's
Battle
different.
complete. Nice job, all.
Still awesome, though. Oh, and her fucking wind pose is showing off her butt. She does have a nice butt. Rixa's got the boobs, she's got the butt. I'm not saying anything that's untrue. I am not. Not. Okay, here is they didn't actually model everything. Entertainment district. I think that's the main thing we want to do at the moment, right? This place is always crazy busy, but it might be a little extra crazy today. Can't blame anyone. We've all been waiting for this day to come. Plus, there's an Arkansas is how they pronounce it. I'm gonna keep going with CL because it sounds better to me. Arkansas performance tonight. Speaking of, why don't we go check in on them? Sure, though I bet they're up to their necks in practice. We've got plenty of other places we could pop our heads into while we're here too. Yay! Quick travel. Okay. Off we go. Oh my goodness, we can play. Okay, let's start. I have nothing. I don't have tokens. Damn it. What do you mean I need to buy tokens to play thingamabobs of the thing? Okay, now that I played blackjack for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, too long. High speed mode, thank you very much. I suppose a drink is out of the question, but I could give you a virgin cocktail if you like. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a non-alcoholic cocktail now that I think about it. They have their fans, but they're not for me. What's the point if my beverage doesn't have a little extra kick to it? Wait, were you lying every time you said you're only drinking virgin cocktails? What about the time you said, ma'am, this is juice? I think that's past the statute of limitations at this point. Anyway, maybe we'll be back, maybe we'll come back when we're off duty, Drake. You're more than welcome to. Of course, I'd be more than happy to serve you if you choose to only come back with a date. Oh, now there's a fun thought. Just who might Lloyd bring with him to share some drinks while the rest of us aren't looking? That's a good question. Would you two stay focused? We should get back to our patrol. Yes, patrol. That's what we're doing.
Is it just me, or does the city feel extra happy today?
It's not just you. The positivity in the air is almost overwhelming.
Well, can't blame everyone. We've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Well, yeah, I could go for some ice cream. I could go for some ice cream in real life, too. Dario. Dario? Damn it. What does a guy like me have to do such menial labor among these peasants, huh? Can't believe it. How could my own dad do this to me? His beloved son, the nerve. Can't even spend the money I make here how I like. This is torture, I tell you, torture. Now, there. Now the bedding's all fresh and ready to go. How can this stump a lot of people to sleep in such filthy linens? Have they no shame? Dario, which... Was he the one with, like, the fucking... out in, like, the high-end residential district? Or was he the, like, one that got, like, wrecked by Reen? The guy over there is Dario Giscard. Believe it or not, he's the son of the Heimdall Bank president. It might not surprise you to hear this given his background, but Dario has a history of debauchery, to put it lightly. It seems, however, that his father's finally run out of patience for his son's antics. He's been sent here to the hotel to perform menial work until he learns the error of his ways and grows the fuck up. As it turns out, for someone with such a sharp tongue, he's quite attentive and keeps busy, so I'm glad to have him around. At least he does. He has, like, standards high enough, okay. He has standards high enough that he's, like, not willing to let the work be undone. Or, yeah, not done. That's the word. Other words, too. Oh, hey, Doris. Daria. Oh, too close. John is taking some of the load off my shoulders, which has been nice. He's been so capable at his job since the beginning. It's honestly a little scary. Someone who's just born to be the service. The help. No, that's the word. Born to be the help. I know that when I was new here, Aaron chewed me out constantly. I guess it just means I have to go back to the basics and hone them to the point that the new guy doesn't put me to shame. That's one way to phrase it. But Wazzy actually came to visit a customer just the other day, so venturing back into Little Police Work while you're in town? You're not thinking of getting back into hosting while you're at it, are you? Sadly, no. I need to make the most of the time with my old pals while I can. But enough about my business. How about yours? Things are looking pretty dead in here. Where's the lunch rush that you mentioned? Wazzy, you're one to talk about how empty Trinity used to be in the middle of the day. Wish I could say he's wrong. The back alley's buzzing with excitement over the ceremony, but that doesn't mean people want us to be stuck inside drinking all day. Misery is my business, as a bar owner, basically. I doubt any news I come by will be big enough to make to be of any interest to you until things settle down. That's a fair point. We have a lot going on. I was sat down and ordered something if I thought you came across something big. Now there's the real pity. You'll be the first to know if I do hear anything, though. Customers from Calvert are back, said the woman out in front. So it's been 2 years. I wonder, like, if you come here for, like, all this stuff, and I guess it must be very one of a kind. I expect to know less from the SSS. It must have been quite a haul. What are you talking about? I invested in quite a bit of stock that had bottomed out due to the IDF and their occupation of the marketplace. Things recovered quite quickly after last month's liberation, so I sold it all and made a fortune. Well then, you always were quite the businesswoman, Imelda. To tell the truth, I've never been a big fan of dealing with you. But I'll take what you just said as a compliment. Thanks for putting all of your eggs into our basket. I'm not one who's always had their eye on you youngsters. I hope you'll continue to keep things entertaining for me. Interesting.
Ooh.
As always.
What will it be?
Ooh. How do I get a bit shadow real fucking quickly? And evergreens. And everything.
What?
Ah.
Done already?
I suspect we'll be able to come back and buy stuff later then. If she still has her shop there. Arkansas, how nostalgic for me. The commemorative performance for the signing ceremonies tonight, right? Yeah, Rixie has got us all S-section seats. It'll be the same performance as the one during the operation, The Dream of a Million Nights. Eunice said she was really bummed she was going to miss out on this. It's good she prioritized her studies, though. There'll be plenty of opportunities to see them perform in the future. Oh, are they still? I guess she still would be in school, technically. Anyway, Cecil said she'd be here, right? Yep, let's see if we can find her. Cool. Been a while since I talked to you, too. Well, if it isn't the SSS, hello there. Everyone's currently rehearsing for the big anniversary performance. We've been turning down interviews and the like, but I'd gladly make an exception for you guys. Please, feel free to go on in. Thank you so much, sir. I'll gladly take you up on that. I would have just walked in without a second thought before getting permission. I will note. I will note.
Good. This has been coming along quite nicely for us only being a month in. Though, Risha, I think you're missing some more oomph in your steps with the chorus. And I think you're getting stuck in your previous position with the old number of performers, Sully. Forget the old, adjust with the new, feel the energy of the stage. All in all, inspiring work. Inspiring enough that I think we'll nail it if we practice even more before tonight. Okay.
Oh, hey, Cecile.
Well, when did you sneak in?
Couldn't have picked a better time than in the middle of practice, couldn't we have?
No way. I'm happier seeing Ilya back to 100%.
And I keep telling her not to push it beyond that. Though I can't be too hard on her since she's been good about it. Oh, I've been taking plenty of breaks just to avoid getting a good talking to.
Hey. Been a while. Hey, you. Been less of a while. I like your design.
If it isn't my favorite little guy with friends in tow. Doing well, I hope.
Oh, I don't think we've ever gotten just a full design of hers with outfit and all. It's been quite some time. She does give off the aura that people talk about her with, though. I will say that, now that we see it much more up front.
Hi there. It's so nice of you to stop by. What's up?
Glad to stop by. And it's nice to see you doing so much better, Ilya. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were never hurt.
Oh, you think a few injuries could stop little old me? Think again.
Oh, very nice. You're a real stunner, Ilya. Even more than before, I think. Or is that just me? You can tell. I've been on fire all month. I was planning out all my moves while in rehab and everything. No rest for the wary performer, huh? I don't think we could stop Ilya if we tried. We'll have to step up our practice session so she doesn't end up leaving us in the dust. Oh, that's what I want to hear. We're rivals, and nothing inspires a better performance quite like the fires of competition. I wouldn't want to be putting my all in after being injured only to see you fall behind. Oh, please. Like that ever slowed you down. But I'm down to keep at it, yeah? Well, I'm sure whatever you give us tonight is going to blow us away. Thanks again for inviting us to your performance, by the way. Oh, don't think anything of it. It's a thank you for all your help. Really, it's too bad Yuna can't come. Here's hoping she'll be able to see the next one. I want to show her just how much work we put into this. I'm sure she's looking forward to it as much as you are. I'm so happy Arkansas is really back. Between this and being independent again, it's like today's full of dreams coming true. Those dreams turned real only because people never gave up the good fight. The second I set foot on stage for our surprise performance, I knew our home was ours again. Me too. The performance was just too inspiring for us to fail. I never expected you'd put on a show so polished when we only asked you for a distraction. Yeah, we really put on a heck of a performance for something right at the last minute. And only a week after wrapping up rehab, too. You'd think it was impossible. Almost to the point that even they were probably like, wait, what? She's up there? What does that mean? Wait, that probably would be even better of a distraction as a result, right? Impossible. I don't know the meaning of the word. You know, the troupe had even less time to put on last year's performance. Oh, yeah, that thing. Fuck, been a while. Well, that show only went off as well as it did because everyone was helping us scramble last minute. I thought it was amazing personally. My eyes must have lit up like little jewels when I saw the recording. My thoughts exactly. It sure lit a fire under my butt to help me push me through rehab. Thinking about it, with me, Risha, and Theodore back, Arkansas was full house again. Well, we've made Crossbow wait long enough for our grand return. Let's make tonight our best performance yet. And that means practice, practice, practice. Come on, then. Everyone start getting ready for rehearsal. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everyone salutes, starts marching in formation. She's going hard on this one, isn't she? I just hope she's not going too hard. I think these past couple of years were a little longer for her than most. Between that and tonight's performance proving that Arkansas is back for good, she's fired up as can be. I'm sure it's all she can think about. Oh. Yeah, I can get why, yeah. Oh, but don't feel sad. Sully and I will make sure she doesn't go overboard. In fact, I need you to be happy so you can look forward to tonight. That I can do. We'll be rooting for you.
Risha, we can't do rehearsal without you. It's like you get absorbed into your own little world whenever he shows up.
Okay, I guess they are taking the harem route.
Was that really necessary?
I guess they really are taking the harem route. Wazi, and then Noelle, and then Riksha, and Ellie, and then Randy, and then not Tio. Never Tio. That's weird.
I don't believe my eyes. Did you go up a cup? How those monster melons continue to evolve, I'll never know. I better inspect for padding.
Could you please stop?
Yeah, that's a crime. Where am I supposed to be looking here? At your cuffs? Two of you are policemen. At the feast before your eyes, of course. Yes, that is. We need to record this site, for evidence. Stop your staring and get it together, Lloyd. Now, Ilya, play nice. My Riksha is showing so much spirit today. I guess it leaves me with no other choice. Just gonna have to match that spirit. I happen to have a little surprise planned for the signing ceremony. Look forward to it. Oh no. Oh, I'm dying to know what it is. For good reasons or bad reasons, because I'm more on the line of bad reasons. Anyway, I guess I'll be seeing you all later. I hope you're looking forward to tonight. We're going to Ring and Crossbow's newly won Independence in style with a historic show. I don't doubt it, and I can't wait. Good luck out there, Riksha. That we can. I'll be staying to watch Ilya in the evening performance. I'm worried she'll collapse the second the curtain closes tonight. Curtain closes tonight. The rest of you go out and patrol the streets, yeah? Thank you for looking for us, and good luck. Sure thing. Thanks, Cecile. Cecil. Other words. I just go back to whatever name I have imprinted in my head. I don't think I'm going to make that much of an effort to try to remember all the, pronunciations they've decided upon. And some of them I just disagree with, too. There's that, too.